The title to my presentation is Dissolution Study of Lipid-Based Drug Delivery Systems of Primaquine. Primaquine phosphate, an 8-aminoquinoline antimalarial drug, is the only effective drug which acts on the latent hepatic forms of the parasite and is also effective against the exoerythrocytic forms of all 4 of malarial species that infect humans. The oral bioavailability of PQ is also reported to be limited due to the pre-systemic metabolism and excretion. Keeping all these in mind, it is urgent to develop new drug delivery systems which can help in reducing the therapeutic dose of PQ by site-specific targeting to liver and thereby reducing its toxicity. Thus, loading PQ in lipid-based nano-drug delivery systems have the ability for site-specific targeting, and it is also helpful in reducing the therapeutic dosage the therapeutic dose, which in turn reduces the dose-related toxicity. The background for selection of PQ, which the current dose is 30 mg, is that it is effective on all malarial parasites. It has a pharmacokinetic and low oral bioavailability. Mechanism of action is that it binds to and alters the DNA. The side effects are that it causes abdominal cramps and nausea and also causes hemolysis. The activity is that it prevents malarial relapse. It also reduces gametocyte circulation time, and it also acts as a casual prophylactic. Now, the selection of artesunate is because it is effective on all malarial parasites. It can be rapidly eliminated. The mechanism is a multifaceted process, but the drawback is a recrudescence rate greater than 25%. It is also well tolerated, and it is a potent anti-gametocytic on early gametocytes, and it acts against all erythrocytic forms of schizontocide. Now, the choice of drugs for dual drug liposome is that since Primaquine and AT, which are acting on the various parts of the malarial life cycle, the addition of PQ to AT results in broad spectrum activity, different modes of action, reduced gametocyte circulation, and all of this results in radical cure and also reduces the risk of transmission. Now, the objectives are to explore different lipid-based formulation strategies for the sustained release of Primaquine, studied by in vitro release studies to reduce its hemolytic toxicity. To formulate Primaquine in combination with artesunate as dual drug liposomes to prevent transmission of malaria. The formulation strategies are that 3 lipid-based formulations of Primaquine were developed to overcome its drawbacks and reduce the toxicity and sustain the drug release. They are PQ-based PQ salt liposome, ART PQ salt liposome, and PQ-based SLN. Now, dual drug liposomes consist of a phospholipid bilayer, which is a hydrophobic, and the core is hydrophilic. The salt form, being soluble in the aqueous core of the liposome, provides a faster release and acts as the loading dose. The PQ-based form, an ART, is lipophilic, which is entrapped in the bilayer of the liposome, providing sustained release due to limited solubility. Now, the preparation of PQ base is extracted from the salt form with this procedure. So, the salt form is alkalinized by NaCl and the oily layer is separated, which is then extracted using chloroform and finally filtered through anhydrous sodium sulfate, after which chloroform is evaporated and PQ base is obtained. Now, the pH solubility studies. Primaquine is a cationic amphiphilic drug that tends to interact with negatively charged polar heads of the phospholipids in the bilayer. The drug is highly soluble over a pH range of 1 to 7. Primaquine salt was found to be more soluble at pH 5. Both forms of Primaquine exhibit solubility at pH 7.4, which was selected for in vitro dissolution study as pH 7.4 is used for IV route. For in vitro dissolution, a phosphate buffer of pH 7.4 was selected to mimic the in vivo pH of the blood. Similarly, artesunate showed maximum solubility at pH 6.8. The preparation of liposomes was done by thin film hydration method, in which the ART and PQ base, which are in the lipophilic bilayer, are added by passive loading, and the salt form, which is the Primaquine salt form, was added by active loading through the pH gradient method, and after sonication, liposomes were obtained. Now, preparation of Primaquine-based SLN, the lipid was melted in which the drug was entrapped, and after that it was emulsified using the surfactant and the aqueous phase was added, which later formed an emulsion, and on probe sonication under optimum conditions, it led to the formation of solid lipid nanoparticles. Now, the particle characteristics of the formulations are that the liposomes, both of them, showed a particle size which is less than 350 nanometers, while the solid lipid nanoparticles showed a particle size less than 100 nanometers. The entrapment efficiency for PQ-based PQ salt liposomes were 59.9%. For AT, PQ-based liposome was 60.4%, and for AT, it was 18.32%, while for PQ-based SLN, it was 63.76%. Now, the method of in vivo release studies was carried out by dialysis bag method, in which phosphate buffer was used as the medium at pH 7.4. The temperature of the medium was 37 plus minus 0.5 degrees Celsius, and the volume used was 50 ml. It was stirred magnetically at 75 RPM, and the sampling volume was 1 ml, which was sampled at 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, and 6 hours. Now, moving on to the results is that no precipitation or instability of the drug was found at both pH 5 and pH 7.4. PQ-based form was liberated slowly and was sufficiently soluble even at pH 7.4. So for PQ-based PQ salt liposomes, the salt form is released at a faster rate than the base form, but together the combination provided a sustained release profile. Now for in vitro release profile of PQ salt AT liposomes, they show the delay of around 2 hours to reach the maxima as compared to the plain drug. This delay of release was prominently observed in case of ART, where a difference of around 3 hours was observed. Thus, increased duration of action and decreased frequency of administration are beneficial consequences for patient compliance. Now, the SLN exhibited a sustained release profile as compared to the drug. Now, a combined comparison was that the release of PQ from various formulations can be observed that SLN releases PQ at a very slow rate, delivering as compared to PQ salt ART liposome, delivering 100% of PQ in 6 hours. The release of PQ salt for PQ salt ART liposomes was comparatively faster than that observed from individual liposomes of PQ salt. Furthermore, PQ salt, PQ-based liposomes provide the desired release profile. Thus, in vitro release of PQ in dissolution medium pH 7.4 depicted that PQ liposomes or SLN release the entrapped drug for a longer duration of time. This was evident from the concentration time profile of PQ-SLN, which shows 63% of PQ being released over 6 hours. Thus, lipid-based formulations could not only retard the release rate, but also help in controlling or tailoring the drug release from the liposomes or SLN. The release pattern of PQ in the three formulations can be best expressed by the Higuchi plot showing the highest regression coefficient. The release exponent value closer to 0.5 obtained from Corsomeya-Peppa's plot further suggested that the drug transport occurred primarily by the diffusion control mechanism. SLN showed the lowest sustained drug release profile, plausibly owing to the slower diffusion rate of the drug and tortuosity of the lipid matrix. Now, results of the in vitro release studies was that generally values below 10% are reported to be non-hemolytic and can be considered for parenteral administration. PQ's solution showed very high hemolysis of around 70%, and the double drug combination liposome showed a 3-fold reduction in hemolytic toxicity in vitro as compared to the PQ solution. PQ-based salt liposome showed 12% hemolysis, and PQ salt ART liposome showed 7.9% of hemolysis. The percent hemolysis was 4.48% for PQ-based SLN. Blank formulation showed a negligible hemolytic effect. It can be inferred that the lipid-based drug delivery systems can effectively reduce the hemolytic potential of PQ. Now, moving on to the conclusion, all the three lipid-based formulation strategies significantly reduce the hemolytic potential of PQ, with SLN being the most effective. The PQ-based SLN formulation also behaves like a nanostructural lipid carrier, as the liquid lipid is the drug itself. The liposomes provides insight for more development in dual drug liposomes. The dual combination of AT-PQ will be beneficial to break the vicious cycle of transmission in mosquitoes and will also confer protection against the drug resistance. Thank you.